What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I know it has been months since I have made a video, and if you are here for my excuses, then I will give you one. If you haven't realized, or if you haven't paid that much attention to my background in the previous videos, I am in a completely different space. We moved a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks, well, no, only a week ago actually. And anybody who has ever moved knows that it is the biggest pain to pack up everything, find somewhere to live, move the stuff in, set it all up, and start your life again somewhere else. So there it is. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. And let's just get right into the video, because this is the third time that I have recorded it, and hopefully the third time is the charm. So what I want to call this video is 3 steps to manifesting anything that you want, or 3 steps to just drawing anything that you want to yourself or into your life. The first step is, y'all know me and my list and my steps, but anyway, the first thing is to always begin with a spirit filled with gratefulness and with gratitude. You cannot manifest anything at all if your mind and your emotions are operating out of scarcity. And if you aren't familiar with the term, scarcity is basically like a mindset. You're always thinking that there's not enough. There's not enough time in a day. There's not enough money in the world. There's not enough success. Things like that. If that is the type of mindset that you have, you'll never get what you want, because you don't believe it yourself. There's not enough out there for you. So that's why I say to always have, and I don't even want to say begin, always have a heart full of gratefulness and gratitude for the things that you have. Whether you have a lot, whether you have a little bit, whether you have nothing at all but your life and the clothes on your back. Be thankful for that, because there's people that are 6 feet under right now. So yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing is you have to have a clear intention on what it is that you want, and you need to be able to use your imagination to see yourself having it, and then also be able to use your emotions in a way that you can feel positive about yourself having it. And what I mean by that is I will, let y'all know my little heart's desire. Like, my biggest goal in life is to open a homeless shelter. Not a homeless shelter, multiple homeless shelters across the United States. And in those shelters, there will be multiple programs that teach, self-love. We'll have AA. We'll have, people there that can help other people deal with mental health issues. So when people come into my shelter, they, will be tended to according to what they need to really, really get back on their feet. To me, most homeless shelters, you go in there and they help you find a job, help you find a place, but they don't deal with what your root issues are. So those issues, the lessons, they will keep reappearing in your life until you learn them. So in my shelter, we're going to find out what the lesson is, and we're going to learn it so we don't have to go through it anymore. Once they come out of the shelter, they'll be functioning citizens of society, and they can go on to creating the life that they deserve and that they actually want. So with that being said, you see how clear that intention is? There's no me just saying, okay, I want to open up a homeless shelter and I want it to be successful. No, that's not how, that's not how it works. You have to know exactly what it is that you want. And then as far as the emotion piece behind it, like when I think about my shelter and what I want it to do, or what I want them to do, I get fuzzy all in here. Like, I feel like I can see myself, walking down the halls, and I know everybody by name. Everybody greets me with a hug. They're happy to see me. They believe in me because I believe in them, and we're just giving glory to God, and it's just perfect. Like, it makes my stomach feel funny, it makes my heart feel fuzzy, and I have nothing but positive feelings behind it. I'm not afraid. not, thinking like, oh, it's not gonna happen, or something like that. Like, I don't feel that at all. So I know that I'm drawing that closer and closer because I'm creating the programs that I want to be taught in my shelters. I'm writing the books that I want the people to read in my shelters. So I don't want to say pretending, but I'm living my life like I know it's going to happen because I do know that. And there's nothing but positivity, and, there's nothing but gratefulness felt when I think about, what my shelter is here to do and what it's going to do, once it's tangible. So, the third thing is, which may be the hardest thing, I don't know, is to surrender. Like, you can't sit and wonder, like, okay, how many years is it going to take, or how many months is it going to take? How am I going to get the money? How am I going to get the certifications? And how am I going to build a shelter from the ground up? I don't know. But God knows, and I feel like what I want for me is in alignment with what He has planned already for my life. So I know it's going to happen. And so when it comes time for me to, put the down payment down, or, get the business loan, He's going to make it happen. So I'm not worried. There's no need for me to worry. The only thing I have to do is wait, and patiently at that. You can't just be biting your nails wondering, when everything is going to happen for you. You have to just live your life, like I said earlier, you have to live your life like you know it's going to happen. You have to be that confident in your faith, in yourself, definitely in God, and, know that what He has for you is for you, and it's going to happen no matter what. Whether you be 30, whether you be 50, whether you be 65, it is what it is. Whenever it's supposed to happen is when it will happen. So you have to surrender every anxiety, or anything, any doubt. You have to surrender all of that to Him. Give it to Him, and He will make you feel whole, and make you understand that if you give it to Him, that's all that you have to do. That's the hardest thing that you have to do. The battle is His. So anyway, y'all know me in my steps. So let's go back over them and maybe write them down, and then hopefully you can take some time today to just think about the things that you really want in life, and use these to bring them into fruition for yourself. So again, the first thing was to always begin with a spirit filled with gratefulness and gratitude. You can't manifest anything if you're operating out of scarcity, just feeling like there'll never be enough, or there's not enough for you. Your emotions play just as much, or not, probably more of a part in manifestation as your thoughts do, because your emotions come from your subconscious mind. Some of your thoughts do too, but your emotions definitely come from your subconscious mind, and that's what has the power to create. Then you have to have a clear intention on what it is that you want. Be able to use your imagination to see yourself having it. Allow your emotions to feel yourself having it, and actually daydream about it. Think about it. Like, my goals, or my top goal, I've written that down so many times. I've thought about it so many times. I've daydreamed about it so many times that I can see it clearly and vividly in my head right now with my eyes open. Just because it's ingrained in my spirit, it's ingrained in my brain and in my thoughts. You have to sit and take the time to think and to know exactly what it is that you want, and to be able to narrow it down small enough that it's something that you can just see in the back of your head whenever you think about it. And then the third thing is, again, to surrender. We don't want to be sitting worrying about the time or how long it's going to take, for us to, create certain things or bring those things into our life. Because if you believe what God says about us, that He made us in His likeness, you will believe that you can create what you want to create. And how did God create those things? First, He thought about it, then He said it, and then it was there. Let there be light, or and He seen that it was good. you have to really believe that to bring, you know, what you want into your life. And I honestly think, you know, the more faith that you have in it and the more positive emotion that you have behind it, the faster it's going to come to you. And it's the same, you know, when we're thinking about the opposite. The more fear you have about something, the faster it's going to come. And I can attest to that 100%. Like, there was something that I was dealing with a couple of years ago that I just didn't want to happen, but I just knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. Lo and behold, it happened. It didn't happen real quick. I was like, damn, you know, I didn't even think at that point in time. I wasn't even in the headspace to think that that's what I was manifesting, or that's what, you know, I brung to myself. I didn't think about it, but now when I look back on that particular situation, that's exactly what happened. I was so afraid that it was going to happen that I made it happen sooner than it may have, or maybe it wouldn't have happened at all. Who knows? But that's just what I'm saying. When you have to have positive emotions behind things, and you have to just have the faith. Like, God made us in his likeness. He made us creators too. That's why he gave us the Holy Spirit. That's why he gave us this crazy mind of ours. Like, if you think about how strong your mind is, it's crazy. But it's so we can use it to create the things that we want in our lives. And it's not going to happen until you surrender. It's not gonna happen until you let go and let God. Like, I know that's a song, but I hope it's a thing. Like, and if not, we should make it a thing. Like, you know how you see posts on Instagram or whatever say, let's make this a thing. To really let go and let God handle everything. Like, he takes all the pain and all the responsibility off of us if we give what we have to him. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Not sure which day of the week is going to be when this actually gets up, so I will not say that today is Saturday, but it is. Anyway, but yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, good weekend, good work week ahead of time, and I hope that what I'm saying to you makes sense, and that I have made it plain enough for you to start manifesting the things that you want. So thank you for joining me, and I will be back later on with some more videos once they come to my heart and into my mind. And